how are you? It is Burgess Taylor, and I am here with my One Book July update, and I have a mess. That's how my week has been. It's Sunday evening. I'm filming this a little bit late, and it's going to be a once through, so if there are errors, mistakes, I apologize. I've been working on a few things. I'm about to mail some packages out tomorrow, so I'm trying to finish up a few things. And I have some stuff I need to finish putting together. One of the things I've noticed about this One Book July is I spent all this time preparing. And then when One Book July started, I realized I wasn't nearly as prepared as I thought I was. No, not nearly as prepared. So, let me move all this stuff out of the way, so I can get to what I need to get to. Gonna leave this out, that out. I'm gonna put these up because I'm finished painting for now. Okay, well, I guess I should start with what's right in front of me. I've been busy putting my to-go palette together. This is an old clipboard. I need to spray it with enamel paint right now. It has gesso on it, but I think I might just leave the gesso on it. So this is a to-go palette. This is a to-go palette. This pretty much has some of the same colors in here. I don't have the Payne's Gray in here. I don't have an orange in here. I have one red, one blue, one yellow, blue turquoise, that's Sleeping Beauty turquoise color. That's burnt sienna, and that's sap green or some kind of green. I'll look up and tell you exactly what it is if you want. And in this I have a couple of different shades of blue, green, a rose, a red, an orange, a yellow, buff titanium, burnt sienna light, Sleeping Beauty turquoise, Payne's Gray, that's the violet, that's a amethyst genuine by Daniel Smith. This is a mixture of Winsor & Newton artist grade, Daniel Smith, and Schminke. I want to say all of these are all of these are Daniel Smith. Alright, there's that one. This is my Holbein travel palette. These are my paintbrushes to go. They go in my bag. This is my little tiny mini palette, and these are actually Holbein colors, but I haven't used it because this is what keeps happening. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Other people's I've seen hasn't really done that, but mine keeps doing that, and I have no idea why. Okay, and then this is my other palette, and this is a mixture of Daniel Smith and Schminke. And then last but not least, this is my craft table palette, which is, and it is a mixture of, these are Gonzai Tambi, because I don't have any, I have copper stuff, but I don't have gold yet. And this is a mixture of all different kinds of paints, but the Gonzai Tambi would be artist grade, and those are, I guess, intermediate. They're from Japan. I have Schminke, two different handmade. This is by designs by Rachel Beth, I think, and this is by Riverdale. These are Gonzai Tambi. I have Schminke and Daniel Smith in here. And then I want to try M. Graham, and I'd like to try Da Vinci, and I'd like to try a few others. But I'm at a point where right now it's about learning and getting better. So I don't want to try anymore until I get to a point where I'm ready to do that. I am going to put one more palette together I have palettes for different purposes, but this is one of the things I was working on over the weekend, is sketching my different palettes. And I did that after I did some, this is my playing around with watercolor. Okay, so these are my yellows. Make sure I'm in the camera. I'm in a weird filming thing, so my reds, my blues, debating on how to do a color wheel, mixing. I was trying my hand at mixing. All my purples ended up kind of looking very similar. Figuring out some of the stuff with the color wheel. I kind of did some mixing and did a color wheel. Trying to mix colors to figure out how I could get like certain colors. And testing like colors for the mini palette. Testing colors for my travel palette. Debating on Payne's blue gray. Decided no. And what I decided to do for, I have a little thing of white gouache to go with my paints. So it'll go in there. And this is one of the things I've been working on this whole week, is getting my travel palette to go. I haven't done very much work at all in this, because I've been busy in the bigger sketchbook. I did do some color testing. I did finish most of the squirrel, and that's it. I'm a little bit behind. So I don't think that One Book July is a fail, because this is the one sketchbook, and I sketched some of my travel, some of my favorite things for traveling. I have two of these. I have an 8 and a 4, and the Escoda Versatile. I love these. I love these. My hacked platinum fountain pen. 2 paints which I put into pans, and then a water brush. And I've been working on, have a couple of different canvas bags. This was Michael's coupon find. It was extremely cheap, and it had lettering stuff in it, and I don't really do the whole lettering thing really. So I put, there's a pen that goes here. I put my pens in it, and I can fit up to, I don't think this one will fit. If it does, I'll be surprised. It's just a hair too big. But this one fits really nicely in there, and then you still have room for the gouache. So that will work. I could actually put brushes in here. I'm debating, I may end up putting the brushes and the paint in here and putting the pens in something else right now. I'm just kind of figuring some of this out. But see how wonderful that is? And I have one of these that someone sent me, but my colored pencils are in it. And so I did the clipboard, and I have magnets to put the pans on, and this just clips onto there, and I have more of these clips to go on there. So that's coming along pretty well. The watercolor sketchbook kind of stuff, getting it together, is coming along pretty well. So that goes with the watercolor stuff. I think that turned out pretty good. She'll know who she is that gets this when she sees this. So let's go to the journal. And I think I started, let's go back to, yeah, so the end of June is where I left off. And this was, we painted my mother-in-law's bathroom for Mother's Day and redid her cabinets, and Mr. Rockstar replaced her toilet. His dad had gotten one from the Rehabitat store, but it didn't work. They got a different one, and that one didn't work. Mr. Rockstar's co-worker had a new one, but it was in his barn, so it was all dusty, had hay on it and stuff. So Mr. Rockstar cleaned it up, and it's perfect. So I have some pictures to put right here. I challenge myself. I've got to actually do this color palette right here. And Mr. Rockstar's been working on cleaning up the yard. So I started July with that kind of thing. Like I said, we had went to Ace Hardware. My bag came in that Mr. Rockstar got me. It's part of a shark stuff from a birthday. Some of it. It looks like a life preserver, y'all. It's actually insulated. It's like a little fishing bag. So I have a lot of stuff in here I need to go through and kind of organize it a little bit better. This is what came on this. So this is kind of what I did. My little sketchbook, my camera, I was filming, a little shark, the cuddly little shark thing. That came from the hardware store from the day before. This was 4th of July. And it was, Mr. Rockstar and I didn't really go anywhere. We cooked out at home. I liked this. This came from, I think, like Daphne's Diary or Flow magazine, and I really liked the way that it looked, and I've been thinking about different ideas. So I added this in as a tip-in because this was on this side of this, and I liked both. We went to my mom's Thursday, and on the way there, a yellow jacket landed on the gear shift. Mr. Rockstar's truck is a 5-speed, and Mr. Rockstar is allergic to bees, and it landed on his gear shift right before he was about to switch gears. So of course I become the culprit. I have to be the bad guy and get rid of the bee, only I can't just let it fly out. I have to actually kill it, because if it flies and it stings him, we'll end up in the ER. I had to kill the bee. I found this in an old magazine. It is the cover of a book, and it's #2 in the series. It's called The Girl Who Fell Beneath Fairyland, and it's led the Revels there by Catherine M. Valente or Valenti. I want to read that series. That looks really good. So I have I watched one of the Finding Nemo kind of movies because I want to draw some of the stuff in there. It's in my little blue sketchbook. I haven't watercolored it yet. I did the real big one that I'm going to frame. There's one I need to kind of fix. I messed up a little, but I need to watercolor that. I'm going to be drawing that. Just writing about some things I want to do. 4th of July had me thinking. This came on something. I think it was actually this. I think it was like $4. It was less than $4. I want to say it was $3 because I ended up with 2 coupons. One was 40% off your whole total order, and one was 20% off of one item. I got 3 rolls of washi tape for $3 or for $1 or something like that. It was on the very front bin because I had the coupon, and I still got 40% off of that. But that was all I was going to get. I was looking for a certain kind of washi tape, and they didn't have the one I wanted. So I wasn't going to get anything. And then we saw this, and so we spent all together with tax and everything, we spent $5.27. But anyway, so I liked this, so I kept it. And this was the washi tape I ended up getting, the thank you, one of them, because I want to send some mail out to some patrons and to some subscribers. So Saturday was our anniversary, and this is a really old picture. I had gotten sunburn, and my face was, you know, I was feeling kind of and this was, we had been dating just a couple of months, not even quite 2 months. We had been dating for about 6 weeks when this picture was taken, and he gave me a hug, and he was like, oh, you know, and he actually happened to capture that with his eyes shut, and I'm like not feeling very good. It's one of the old pictures, and I wanted to put an old picture, but I didn't want to put that same old picture that I always put, so I changed that up. And I changed this to, instead of hear reason or she will make you feel her, I put hear love or she will make you feel her, because it seemed appropriate for the picture. I just watercolored some hearts, and I talked about how sometimes we don't see things, like sort of the forest for the trees, and other times we see but we don't see. And that when I first met David, I knew I wanted to get to know him better, and but you know, and that he was really smart and sensitive and generous, but that it was more than that. There was so much more to him. The more I got to know him, the more I saw, and it wasn't his words, it was actually what I saw. His actions speak so much louder. He talks about a lot. He will talk. He's a Taurus, so he does communicate very well, but he's not real flowery, but he is sensitive. So when he says something, he means what he says. He just doesn't often come out with those kinds of things. But when he does, whoo, he does. So I think it's important sometimes that he's a truck driver. He drives big trucks, and I call him Mr. Rockstar for a reason. He was in a band. He was the lead singer and a guitar player, and he was doing solo acoustic shows. And sometimes it's important. People have certain ideas of what people are supposed to be if they have, say, tattoos, or if they're a truck driver, or if, say, they are in a band, or if they, you know, for all different kinds of reasons. I'll just leave it at that. But I think we are so much more than ourselves. We are so much more than our jobs. We are so much more than the cover that our book, the cover of us, shows out to the public. It's a lot more to us. And if you know, I wasn't sure. I didn't really know if I believed I was ever going to have a serious relationship again. I had been married and divorced. My kids were grown, and I had pretty much given up on the love forever when I met David. So anyway, and then this is today's page, which I have not done, and I need to print out a couple of pictures. So going pretty well with the journal. I'm right on schedule with my journal. Now we're gonna get to the planner, because I am behind with this, but I'm doing pretty well with the sketchbook stuff. Like I showed you the bigger sketchbook. So I'm doing really well with these so far. I mean, I'm doing art, I'm practicing, I've been practicing, I'm doing all kinds of stuff with that. I did Mr. Victor's Destiny. I'm doing big pictures and little pictures. Now when it comes to the planning, I've got to find my little paper clip. It came off again. When it comes to the planning, look at what I found in my stash, y'all. These are, in case you want to see, those are Allie Brown stickers. Do you know how long I've had those? Allie Brown stickers. Okay, so I'm doing pretty well. Here is July. I don't really do a whole lot. I have a few things marked off. I'm going to write some stuff down for this week. I just marked down a few little things. As far as, let's go to here. I did add in this. Haven't done anything to it yet, but what I'm going to do is I have 3 sections on the front, 3 sections on the back. I'm going to July, August, September, October, November, December, and then January will be here. And there are goals for each month. I thought about doing July right here on the front since I have July open, but I don't know. I kind of want to be able to open it up. So I have that right there. And then I have, I colored that in based on my schedule, like, and so far I'm figuring some more things out with this. I haven't done that at all, and I have it sitting in a save draft, y'all, but I have to add pictures. So my to-dos, tracker, this went pretty well for the most part. I've been busy doing things. I did a master to-do list because that's kind of changed. This is more for home. Whereas the other one is more for, most of what I have on here is for work. So next time I'm going to do a to-do list maybe like this, where I add in the graph paper and I do maybe to-dos home on the inside and work on the outside. I don't know. Those are my teroscopes. And then this is this week coming. And I really like, let's get this a little bit closer. Okay, I really like how this looks. I'm still sort of figuring some things out. The stickers just came from, like, I think it was Dollar General or Dollar Tree. I used a few of the little Allie Brown stickers, y'all. They're so cute. And I did a couple of little doodles. Like, I have a little coffee cup, a little notebook, a camera, the TV, mail, because I'm going to the post office. And I need to write that down, and we're going to write it down. And I did switch this as astrology notebook, so I have that. And then this is Monday, and I've already started making my list, and I have Tuesdays because I know I have some things to do. I need to get the coupon for oil change, and I'm going to go by Tuesday. I have to get it done, so I wrote this, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to go ahead and do that Monday because we're going to my mom's on Wednesday, and I need to go ahead and get my oil change before we go. So far, so good. And then back here, this is half of an Enigma, what was left of an Enigma, and I cut the pages myself. I need a big paper cutter, and this is where I write down stuff for videos and for stuff like that, and I keep up with some stuff back here for Patreon and for YouTube and write ideas down. So this came in Happy Mail. I love that, y'all. I think that's so cute. So I need to do my index because I've actually been doing some stuff in here, and I've been writing down some things. So I have a video to do for YouTube and a video to do for Patreon that have to do with chats. And so far so good with the planner stuff. The only thing I'm doing digital is doing more photos to Instagram. So far I've done a few. I'm keeping up with the tracker for the most part. I did mess up a little bit with the tracker for Patreon stuff because it got a little confused. I guess I went down the line wrong. So I need to go in and fill out today's. And I'm going to get this up on YouTube. Probably go ahead and do it tonight so that I can do coffee chat tomorrow. So I really like how this looks. This is going out pretty well. I've actually been using the fountain pen mostly. I did use the mild liner right there, and I used a Crayola Super Tip right there. But mostly I've been using the fountain pen, just because I have it on hand. And I am loving my little Shark fountain pens, y'all. I'm loving them, loving them, loving them. That's my One Book July so far. So far, my World Watercolor Month, the prompts I have only done like one of. But I have been using watercolor every single day. I have been sketching and doing stuff every single day, but I do need to get some of the prompts and go in and do some of the prompts. I don't know that I'm going to do every single one of them, catch up between the 2nd and today, but I do want to do them. I mean, I have them. Delicious food would be really easy. Primary colors. Hello. I have the primary colors right here. But I need to do something with that. But then again, have primary colors right here. And I have primary colors in the other book where I did the sketching. So I've done it, just not in this book. Family moments, I have actually done in my journal. Shades of blue, I did that in the sketchbook. simple things. I haven't done playing games. I haven't done flying things. I haven't done climbing mountains. So I'm going to go through, I think, and do a bit of some stuff for this in here. I knew going in I probably wasn't going to do every single one of these, but there are some of them that I like. I like drawing the little foodie pictures and things like that. So as long as I'm doing watercolor every month, this is a success. I knew going in I wasn't going to be posting pictures to Instagram every single day, but I do post a lot of pictures to Facebook because I have a Facebook group. It's called Journey with Burgess for journaling and creative things and all kinds of stuff like that. So as long as I'm posting pictures, and I post at least 2 or 3 pictures a week to Instagram, that's my goal, is to try to post 2 or 3 pictures, and not all at one time, because I have a tendency to post them all at one time. So I'm trying to post a few a day. I posted a picture to Instagram today. I was really proud of myself. It's Sunday, so I actually posted 2 pictures, maybe 3 pictures, I think, to Instagram the first week of July. So that's not too bad. So the only thing I'm actually not doing very well at is this book. I'm behind. And I did not go urban sketching or plein air sketching this week. I did do some in the house. I did do a little bit of sketching in the house, and I did do some sketching from reference because Victor wants me to draw stuff from this book. So I did this, and I did it a little bit different. And I sketched so I did do some stuff. I sketched these. That was fun. And then this was a lot of fun. So I am sketching stuff from real life. I did this in sections. I did not do it all at one time. It took me about 3 or 4 days to finally get all of this. And I'm not sure if I'm quite done with it, but I do like the way that it looks. I may hang this up on my wall. I may frame it and hang it up on my wall. But we'll see. We'll see. So, and I did do another postcard for somebody that I'm sending a postcard to, and I really like the way that that one looks. So far, like I said, so good. I'm feeling a lot better. I do need to fix this up a little because let that dry, and then I'll go in with my black pen and fix the ear and the foot. Once that dries. But so far so good. I'm liking how this turned out, and I think she'll like it too. You know, you never know. But that's it, y'all. I hope that y'all have a good one. One Book July is really more about me finding some balance, going big or going home, getting my sketchbook stuff together. So far, I've figured out that what I need to do is slimline. So this is more of a journal thing. I don't need it to go urban sketching. I don't know that I need the whiteout either. I'm trying to put things together. I don't think I need these because this, I haven't decided whether the box or my bag are going to be for me to take. I'm thinking this box because the Holbein paints are what I take out and about. If I did this, I don't know, y'all. I could put those in here and put this in there. I don't know. I'm still figuring some of this out. I think I've made a mountain out of a molehill, and I need to just take a breath, get a bag, put it together, put the very minimum, put everything in this lunchbox, and roll with it. you know? Because to be honest, I don't need all of these. I don't need. I'm slim line, slim line. What are my very favorite pieces? I drew them in this little tiny sketchbook. So let's put the little tiny sketchbook in here.
But I think I like the blue and red better. So let's take the purple out. Put the red in. And we'll put the light blue in. Now I have the gray for styling. I don't need this one in here, so we're going to do this. I have a white pen. I have white gouache. I don't need 2 white pens. That's gray. There we go. My writing pen, drawing pens, gray, blue, black, dark blue, we're good.
I don't know. I'm still debating, y'all. I'm still debating. So I realized I have 4th of July stickers and I didn't use them. So I'm going to go see if I can put a few in my journal and then save a few for the next holiday. And we're going to see how I end up doing this. I don't know, y'all. I have some pins. I want to take everything. And this is the dilemma, is that I really just want to take everything, and that's not it's not wise. The clipboard, the little water thing goes in here, and I have a water bottle ready, and I have Victor's cup if I need it. I have scissors. I've got to find the cap for them. I've got my rag inside that rubber thing so that if it gets wet, these are the colored pencils. I don't know. Put the scissors down there. I've got mini scissors. I don't need my big scissors. My big scissors can go in my bag as soon as I find the lid for it. Green Olive by Schminka is the color. We're gonna put these in here. Find the cap to those. That goes in there. So like if I go to my mom's, I'd take more. I'm just going urban sketching. I don't need to take all of this. I don't need to take all of this. Why do I insist on taking all of this? Why? Still haven't found the cap to my scissors, but I will find it. Okay, y'all. So now debating. I will get back to y'all. See, this is my dilemma. Well, at least it's helping me clean off my craft table, y'all. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the thumbs up, and if you haven't, hit the little bell to get notifications. Make sure you do that too. And thank you for stopping by and for watching. And if you want some more information, Facebook group, Patreon, Camp NaNoWriMo, all that good stuff, all of that's below. Along with my favorites and my wish list and all that good stuff. I feel like a used car salesman every time I say that stuff, y'all. Have a good one. Bye.